Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from sortofinteresting.com and today you are joining me on board good old narrowboat Abel Zach for what I can't believe I'm about to say, the 20,000 subscriber look back and celebration video. Woohoo! Very exciting. Right, in this video I want to just talk about, well, getting to 20,000 subscribers and just a few thoughts on that and over the years how things have changed and that. But really, I want to have a look back at some of my early videos and relive just how absolutely cringeworthy and embarrassing they are. Anyway, right, before we get into looking at some of my older videos and cringing ourselves into oblivion, I just want to take this moment to talk to you directly and say an absolutely massive thank you for everything over the years. For anyone who's subscribed and people who just check in every once in a while and watch a video here or there, people who comment on my videos, pretty much every video and stuff, it's really amazing, and I can't tell you how properly humbling it is in my deep down sort of heart of hearts. The idea that so many people have tuned in over the years and so many people are regular viewers now, that it's that thing. I think what makes it so humbling and so sort of big a deal to me personally is the fact that I'm very shy in real life, very awkward. I'll either talk endlessly like I do in these videos or not at all. It's never just a nice plain sort of socially acceptable conversation of, oh yes, a back and forth. It's always one or the other because I'm panicking about, oh, what do I need to do? Oh, fill every second of silence with words. So yeah, that first of all, taking that awkward, shy Shropshire lad from years and years ago and then having thousands, well, tens of thousands of people, I can't believe I can technically say that as a true statement now, actually tune in and join me and actually show some interest in my life and stuff. That's what's so humbling about it. And that's, as I say, something that I'm not used to in real life. So thank you so much, it really does mean a huge amount to me. I feel I've almost got a little bit of emotion creeping into my voice that I'm going to keep under control, I promise. But that's why it means so much. And I try not to look at the numbers and get too wrapped up in it. I try and just make videos that I want to make, that I hope that other people will enjoy looking at and hopefully enjoy, well, how I look at it. I hope that when people tune into these videos, they don't get to the end and think, oh, well, that wasn't very good, that was a waste of time. And that's the key word, time. I hope that people tune into these videos and feel that they've used their time, not necessarily in a useful, valuable way, but that they haven't totally wasted their time. And that's what I consider a success in a video. So, thank you so much. It really does mean a huge amount to me. So I want to start with a video from well before boat life. This is my Chirk Aqueduct crazy walking tip from my very, very early attempts at comedy on this YouTube channel. So you think that my opening jokes to these videos are terrible? Well, prepare yourself for just how weird it is. Well, let's just watch this video and you'll gather. As well, it shows as well how much the canals have always been part of my life, I suppose. So this was the Walking with Dan Brown series of comedy videos that I thought was very, very clever at the time. Almost a decade later, maybe not so much. Hello there, I'm Dan Brown from invertedhourglass.com. And here's a quick tip for those of you who find yourself getting a little bit bored when you're out on your country walks. I find it always helps with the boredom if you fetch one of your pets out for a walk, don't I, Bertie? And that's your tip of the day. Right, let's get off, Bertie. Love that splash sound effect there. That was the subtle part of the humour. Oh my giddy aunt. Invertedhourglass.com, my original, that's what this channel used to be called. Love this music. Yeah, sadly, that's about as good as we will ever get. That was possibly the peak of my comedy, and that was almost a decade ago, as you probably gathered from that amazing hairstyle there. My goodness me, I just think I lived for 20 odd years of my life with that hair. Okay, so we're going to look at my first ever narrowboat video. I think it's the first one that was posted. And although I have another video from a day later or so, which I consider my first and possibly the first ever proper narrowboat vlog style as narrowboat vlogs have become. And this was the first, just my, oh my goodness me, look around, I've just bought a boat. So let's have a quick look at this. Sortofinteresting.com. I apologise if I seem a little dazed in this video. It's been an epic and emotional time. Thanks to everyone who helped me get here. I love you all. How young is that, Dan Brown?
You may or may not be aware that I've had some sort of epic little adventure planned, and well, what can I say? Here's some keys on a cork. Oh yes, look what's just been added to the Sort of Interesting fleet.
No, honestly, I really have bought a boat. Quality comedy, even back then. As you can imagine, I've been all overcome with emotion and excitement and stuff, and didn't want to just turn the camera on and cry my eyes out at you. Which could have happened. Over that sort of stage now. So, as you can imagine, there's going to be an awful lot of canal and narrowboat themed posts coming along. Anyway. Oh, look at all these terrible, awkward poses I've got in front of the camera. Canal side, and have a great time. I'll see you around soon. Keep it canal side. The precursor to keep it boat worthy, my friends. There it is. Yeah, it's strange looking back on these old videos from the very start of boat life. I mean, at the start there where I'm saying, you may have known I've got an epic secret or whatever it was lined up. It's like, at that point, I'm literally talking to the camera, addressing maybe a couple of dozen people who might tune into my videos on a regular basis. And as I've said, the idea that one day there'd be 20,000 people subscribed who've clicked or seen a video and thought, I want to see more of this, and then subscribed, that's just unbelievable. And again, I don't know what the figure is off the top of my head, but we're well over 7 million views on the channel now. So the next real milestone's 10 million views, which that's the sort of thing that once upon a time really was the sort of, I just don't know really, it's the sort of thing that was only possible to real people, to proper media outlets and to people who had big budgets and stuff like that. And I really don't think that people understand just how much the internet's changed in even just the last 6 years since buying Narrowboat Tilly. As I say, I mean, we're now in a world where I can record 60 frames a second 4K resolution footage, edit it and post it on my mobile phone, where we've got a phone network coverage that is unbelievably good compared to when I first had a narrowboat and was out in the middle of nowhere and didn't even have things like these Wi-Fi boxes and stuff like that that you could then use to get a stronger internet signal for your laptop and things like that. I remember being here at Ellesmere and buying an O2 Wi-Fi dongle, the USB one, to put in the side of my old laptop, and going and sitting down by the mere itself here. And even there in the open and all the rest of it, with no trees around and just a lake in front of me, so it was lots of open air. So if you had a decent signal, or if there was the potential for a decent signal, it would have been there. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get, well, I think I managed to get a couple of web pages to load up, but it was so slow that you couldn't realistically do anything on them. Like, so yeah, it's amazing just how much things have changed, and I really don't think that people can truly appreciate that. Okay, so what we're about to see is a little video that I made with Final Cut Express, which many years ago, a decade ago, I mean, this video's from. That was Apple's sort of cheap consumer version of Final Cut Studio and Final Cut Pro, whatever it goes by these days. I did just buy it, so I don't know. Anyway, and it was all about doing effects and special effects and things like that. And obviously, again, you're talking about me using terrible, rubbish, poor quality cameras and having to make special effects overlays in things that were barely any better than Microsoft Paint. But this is the sort of video that I used to do, and this is the last video that's online from my old channel, which I can't even remember what the name was now, which is sad to think. Right, let's have a look. say all like things like those green crosshairs, I've I manually had to track across the screen. So as I'm moving around here in my Nintendo t-shirt, classic old style Dan Brown that is, oh terrible alarm noises, all of that stuff, and seeing target acquired, all of that to be keyframed in, again with all of these things all being done by hand, frame by frame in many cases. So it was very labour intensive to make even a short video like this, and I'm glad that I don't have to do that anymore. I don't know if you can hear the boat rocking around here and battering into the jetty at the side. It's unbelievable how windy it is today. Right, let's have a look at something else now. What have we got? Quick fire tin whistle songs. Now this is embarrassing. The only thing I'd say is my real sort of ability in life is juggling. This was my attempt to get a second ability in life. Quick fire tin whistle songs. See if you can guess what they are. Oh, how awkward was that setup? The bookshelves half empty, me rigidly sat there with my big square shoulders. And the concentration, look how serious I look in this. Scarborough Fair, one of the first things I learned on the tin whistle. Now we're more at my level, Old MacDonald. And Tetris, that's it. Oh, what a tune. Oh, you won't believe how long that took me to do. And that's real there. There's probably, I don't know, 20 plus attempts to sit down and go through that. That's how much of a skill level I achieved with the tin whistle, sadly. Okay, so this video is a little bit different to the others, as this is literally just me with a GoPro camera quite literally strapped to my forehead, so you're getting a real point of view perspective here as I climb up a random tree between Chirk and Western Rin. This is about 10 minutes from where I used to have my winter mooring on narrowboat Tilly, just up the road, and you will at some point in this video see my friend Helena, one of the Jaspers, who featured very heavily in my early boat life. As I say, I'd moor up about 10 minutes away, and this tree is about 10 minutes from their house, so I would hassle them all winter. And often to keep my bike and stuff securely at their house and things like that, and then walk up in the mornings and hop on my bike and cycle into town. And yeah, they were good times. But I just wanted to put this video just here as one ongoing thing, so I could really just, I suppose, say a few more thank yous and things in general to you. So I do want to just say again, it's unbelievable to see this channel have 20,000 subscribers and millions of views. With the old days and all the nostalgia of looking back at some of these videos, there's loads more that I was going to put in this video, but I realised that it was going to be about an hour long. Perhaps that would have been appreciated, I don't know, unlikely. But looking at the old days and thinking about how few people tuned into my videos back then, but I still did them, and at some points did more than I've certainly done in the last couple of weeks. But as I say, I'll allow myself to slack off for this last couple of weeks because of obviously being ill and then spending a load of time actually doing my real job in the supermarkets. And again, I've got to try and really knuckle down in the next couple of months with getting the next book written. Hopefully you'll enjoy that, about my return to boat life. I'm hoping it'll be out at the end of the year or the start of next year. Never try and put a solid date on it this far away from it, because I might end up having months extra or being finished highly unlikely, months early, very unlikely. But anyway, I hope you'll enjoy that. Hasn't really got a name or anything. There's one name that's now glaringly obvious after a comment on one of my recent videos. But anyway, I just wanted to say a huge thank you, and I hope that you'll stick around and see what else I've got up my sleeve. I'd like to also, at this point, just give a quick shout out and a big thank you to the people who have read my books over the years, as that's really been a huge help to me. And again, in the old days, I've sold thousands of books, so it really did help me live. There's no other way about it, really. And equally now, it's one of those strange things that, because the world's different, and I know there's a lot of people who want me to start a Patreon and have outright said that they'd support me if I did, but it's not really my sort of thing. That I don't like the idea of the sort of, oh, I've got to get a video done because people are paying to the Patreon and stuff. I like how it's been recently, where I've been able to post maybe something like the Call of the Canal short film video and things like that, and take extra time to do those, as in the next couple of weeks I'll also be posting more proper sort of short film style videos that will be far better than an average video, I hope, but might take me longer than I would possibly be able to do if I was trying to do like 2 videos a week every week without fail on this day and this day. So I like having the freedom to just post when I want to, without having the strain or the worry or the feeling like, I don't know, of obligation or pressure of, quick, just got to get any old video out, just got to get any old video done. So I hope that the videos that I do post are appreciated and that you enjoy them. Equally, as I say, it's that strange thing now in the modern internet world where me trying to sell a book for £2 or whatever seems harder and like a less fruitful thing than if I had a Patreon and people would just give me money regardless, which it's just an extraordinary series of events, to be honest. And again, it's very tempting as, book sales are down, video views are down because I've been sick in bed for the last... Obviously, I've spoken at length about the August lost month to sickness. But again, I look at things, I think, very tempting, but I'll hold off, my friends. So if you do want to support the channel, then please do consider checking out my short books, available for the Kindle or as a paperback collection. Equally, I do just want to shout out as well, and again, this isn't a hint or anything whatsoever. If you want to support me, then please do check out the books, links in the description. narrowboatvideos.com will take you straight to my Amazon page. But, and this is definitely not a hint, I can't stress that enough, over the years people asked me to put a PayPal link in the description of these videos, and I put one on the website, and it's just amazing that people will actually use that, and the generosity of some people is absolutely just gobsmacking. So I just want to say a huge thank you as well to all of the people over the years who've supported me like that. And again, I'm not hinting or saying that people have got to or anything like that. It's just absolutely incredible that people are willing to. And again, it's like looking at this year, it's been an extraordinarily expensive year. Obviously buying a boat, it's far more expensive because I've got the marina mooring and stuff like that as well, which I never had with Tilly. And like I say, it's things like just that random generosity that really does actually have a genuine impact on life. So again, I just want to say thank you to everybody. And again, I suppose wrapping this video up, thank you so much to absolutely everybody for just any moment of your time that you have spent watching my videos, even if you don't like them. But in all seriousness, it's just amazing. So thank you so much, my friends. I'll stop whittering at you now and say, as always, check the links in the description for all of the books and things like that I'll normally plug. Genuinely feel free to like the Facebook page or add me on Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. Please don't kick off at me or be offended if I don't respond to your messages on Facebook, because I've, for a very, very long time now, had over 1,000 unread messages because I just cannot physically keep up with them. I'll also be going back over the last few videos in the next week or so and trying to respond to all of the comments there. So thank you so much for absolutely everything. Until the next time, my friends, and until the next 20,000, have a fantastic day. Keep it interesting, keep it boat worthy, and of course, my friends, farewell.